Congratulations! You clicked here because you care about your child's future. You dream of your child getting into a college of their choice, and you are ready to give them any advantage possible. You are in the right place. I will tell you about how the book will give you an advantage, but first let me share a bit about myself. My name is Dr. Cynthia Colón, and I have learned that there are two people who ultimately play a role in your teen getting admitted to college. The first person is the high school college counselor. The job of the counselor is to know your child, know their college goals, and guide them through high school in achieving those dreams. As a private school counselor myself at Marymount High School, I worked with elite families throughout Los Angeles in helping each child shape and hone their strengths so that they could portray them in the application process and stand out among thousands of applicants. The second person is the person who will read your teen's application. Each college has someone that's assigned to read your teen's application. For example, as an admission officer at Vassar College, I was in charge of the applicants who came from California, Texas, Florida, North and South Dakota, Kansas, and Missouri. I led the discussion when it came time to making decisions on whether each applicant was admitted, waitlisted, or denied. Having served in both of these capacities as a college counselor and as an admission officer, I have read thousands of applications, and I've worked directly with over 500 students. Many of them have been admitted to top colleges, including Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Brown, University of Virginia, UCLA, Duke, Northwestern, Georgetown, Berkeley, Notre Dame, and many, many more. Today, the number of applications continues to rise, and getting into a dream college is nearly impossible. Every Ivy League institution has an acceptance rate of under 10%, and UCLA hit over 100,000 applications. Colleges that once were safety or target schools are no longer accessible to many students across the country. I'm here to tell you that even if your teen feels that she or he has no control over this process, this book is a reminder that you and your family can and do have control over 95%. Just read the tips and tales, and it will guide you along the way. If you are a family from a privileged background, this book spells out how to utilize those resources and ultimately authentically stand out in a pool among other private school students. If your teen will be the first to attend college, like myself, I share that even with few resources, how to utilize those resources around you and leverage the people and the possibilities that you have. With 33 tips, tales, and truths, even if you come away with just one tip, it could change the future for your teen. Tips, Tales, and Truths for Teens spells out what to do, how to do it, and when to get it done. So with that said, I want to offer you 3 of my best tips. Tip number 1. You should know that 90% of the college application happens before senior year. Tales number 2 and 6 talk about the importance of making a plan as early as possible. One student came to my office summer before sophomore year, and we spent nearly 2 hours mapping out her plan for academics and her co-curricular plan. Another student mapped out her own plan for how she would spend 18 months increasing her SAT score. Each student followed their plan meticulously every step of the way, and both landed at Ivy League institutions. I believe that every student should shoot for the moon, but you're gonna need a plan to get there, and my book lays out that plan. Tip number 2. Interested students become interesting applicants. There are many ways for your teen to get involved during high school. Tale number 10 is specifically about community service. While I was at Vassar, I was always asked the question, what community service should I do? What will stand out on my resume? Or something like that. And after reading hundreds of essays about helping kids or serving soup or teaching sports, I started answering the question this way. Do not serve soup if that's not what you want to do. This tale offers 3 distinct student examples of alternative ways to serve your community. Tip number 3, leadership doesn't always come in a title. Tale number 14 is a story about Wayne. Wayne was on the football team, but in his senior year, varsity football was canceled. Many of his friends transferred out of the school, but Wayne stayed. He stayed and he recruited other friends to the junior varsity team. Wayne spent every week on the sidelines as the ball boy. He assisted coaches and he motivated his younger peers. I will tell you, it is difficult to write a standout essay about athletics, but this story combines Wayne's love for football, his loyalty to school, and true leadership, proving that leadership doesn't always come in a title. If you're still watching, I want to offer you a bonus tip number 4, and this is specifically for seniors. Seniors, tip number 4, a waitlist is neither a yes or a no. Let me start by saying that chapter 7 is likely my favorite chapter. It tells real stories about students who were admitted to their dream school and those who were denied or waitlisted from their dream school. Tale number 30 shares stories of 2 students who were waitlisted, but each one took a different approach, and one of them is ultimately offered a spot off the waitlist and into his dream college. You'll have to get the book to find out what he did to achieve that goal. As for today, that's all from me. May these 33 tips, tales, and truths help your teen and your family achieve the nearly impossible. Have a great day.